Tonight, a groundbreaking investigation. 2020 goes deep inside the Church of Scientology to show you the raging controversy.
What's so secret with this organization? What's so secret with this area?
You'll meet the critics.
As the door was closing behind me, I didn't know it was a trap.
And the converted.
I took a course, and my life has never been the same.
A movement that's attracted some of the biggest stars in Hollywood, but left some people devastated.
I felt that my husband should have rescued me.
For the first time, you'll see how disciples reach a higher state with a device called an e-meter.
Thank you very much. Your needle is floating.
Thank you.
What if we have found something that does work? Isn't that worth a look?
But you'll hear what some say happens to those who stray. Claims of being locked away in prison camps.
There was no way for anyone to reach me.
And listen to what this man says about the Dirty Tricks campaign he waged against defectors.
These were enemies of the church. You find their weak spots and you expose it. You literally destroy them.
Plus, disturbing accusations about the mysterious death of a young believer.
They chose to keep her inside the hotel and watch her die.
Scientology, one of the most controversial religions of our times.
You can look at the origins of almost every religion. In the first so many years, they're attacked.
Do you feel that you need to defend Scientology?
No. Never.
Tom Gerald, with a rare inside look at Scientology, persecuted religion, or paranoid and secretive cult. You decide. The Church of Scientology. That story tonight, Sunday, December 20th, 1998, after this brief message. From ABC News in New York, Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer.
Good evening and welcome to 2020 Sunday. Tonight, in a special hour, we pull back the veil on the Church of Scientology. It is certainly one of the most controversial religions in this country and perhaps the world. Few people outside the church know what goes on within its walls. It's a secret, carefully protected by those who believe fervently in its work.
And it's unlike almost any other church. There is no worship of God. There is no Bible of God's words. But those who believe say that it has changed their lives forever for the better. Tonight you will hear from John Travolta and others who credit the church with helping them achieve happiness. But critics claim that Scientology is not a religion. They say it's a dangerous and paranoid cult.
And what exactly do they believe? It's always a question. Well, one thing, that you're born with the memory of painful experiences from past lives. Erase them and you can be happy. Tom Gerald has finished a year-long investigation into the Church of Scientology. Is it a misunderstood religion or a predatory cult?
Buried deep in these New Mexico hills, in steel-lined tunnels, said to be able to survive a nuclear blast, is what Scientology considers the future of mankind. Seen here for the first time, thousands of metal records stored in heat-resistant titanium boxes and playable on a solar-powered turntable, all containing the beliefs of Scientology's founder, L. Ron Hubbard.
And man can achieve these goals today of freedom for himself and his people through Scientology.
Clearly, Scientology believes it's here to stay.
Never before have we embarked on such massive expansion, and yet it will soon be reality. And we will be moving into the new millennium with authority.
Scientology is on the march. It has powerful political friends and a group of glittering celebrities. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Lisa Marie Presley, Kirstie Alley, and Jenna Elfman. These celebrities have become Scientology's best salespeople.
What's great about Scientology is there's you, right? And you're always you. But as you go through life, you know, you have the betrayals and the losses and the things, they start clouding up. And what Scientology does is helps take away all that stuff so that you can just be you.
Superstar John Travolta credits the church with his success in films like Pulp Fiction. He joined the church around the time he made his first television appearance in Welcome Back, Kotter. He and actress Kirstie Alley agreed to sit down with 2020 for a rare interview about their religion. Why did you turn to Scientology? Why have you chosen Scientology?
I was 21 when I first heard about it, and someone introduced it to me, and they were so certain and happy, and I wasn't used to people being certain and happy. I was used to people being insecure and unhappy. I took a course, and my life has never been the same.
Years before Kirstie Alley joined the cast of Cheers, she was a struggling actress, hooked on drugs.
I didn't want to do drugs anymore, but I didn't want to live life without doing drugs. And the life was just being squelched out of me. It was a slow death. I had one auditing session in Scientology, and I never did drugs again or had the urge to do drugs again.
Is there any stigma to it professionally for you?
I think it's been, you know, it's not only an asset, but most of the reason I'm still here.
But there is another side to the Scientology story. Front page reports of the mysterious death of a Scientologist in Florida. Allegations of virtual prison camps.
What's so secret with this organization? What's so secret with this area? What's happened here?
And charges by former members of mistreatment and abuse.
All you know is that the things you hope for and the group that you invested your life in is a fraud and a dangerous, horrifying, terrifying fraud, a nightmare.
Again and again, while reporting this story, we were confronted by Scientology's split personality. On one hand, we were introduced to numbers of devoted followers who told us the church had turned their lives around. On the other hand, we met many former members who described Scientology as a dangerous and deeply paranoid organization. The root of this contradiction, many told us, lies in the peculiar personality of Scientology's founder, L. Ron Hubbard.
Do you ever think that you might be quite mad?
Oh, yes. The one man in the world who never believes he's mad is a madman.
L. Ron Hubbard has been described by his supporters as a genius, by his critics as a madman.
If I took one word to describe L. Ron Hubbard, it would be friend.
Mike Render is one of Scientology's top leaders.
Every few thousand years, a man comes along who is so extraordinary that he changes the course of history. And L. Ron Hubbard is one of those men.
Where did this prophet of Scientology come from? L. Ron Hubbard was a modestly successful pulp fiction writer in the 1930s and 40s. In a letter to his wife, he predicted, "I will smash my name into history so violently, it will take a legendary form." In 1950, at age 39, he published a book that would make him famous, Dianetics, the Modern Science of Mental Health. In it, he claimed to have found nothing less than the secret to the human mind.
There was a chasm between this existence, where we are now, and a higher plateau of existence.
Hubbard promised that he could make a person into a kind of Superman, raise IQs, cure sicknesses, and enable people to leave their bodies and travel through time and space. Tens of thousands of Hubbard's followers take this as the gospel truth.